A lot of news stories bouncing around about Baroness Thatcher and about her funeral, Mayor Johnson, and the possibility of some sort of celebration, as they call it, or event or happening at Trafalgar Square this weekend.
Yeah, look, we live in a democracy where people are entitled to protest, are entitled to have fun and do what they want. What they can't do is, I think, use the death of an elderly person to begin a riot or a fray or that kind of thing. So we're getting ready for all that. The police are obviously going to be making sure that if people do break the law, they will be properly dealt with.
What would you say to those people who want to have a demonstration now, who might be listening?
I would say you have a perfect right to express your feelings, but bear in mind that this is fundamentally about the death of a 87-year-old woman. Her family are still in mourning, and I think you should think of that too.
Ready to take some calls? It's Tony in Windsor who's through first. Tony, you're through to Mayor Johnson. Go ahead.
Good morning. A couple of things I'd just like to say. First of all, about the cost of the statue and, the funeral, etc., etc. But for those whinging about it, you've only got to recall the rebate that Margaret Thatcher, got for the country in relation to our contributions. And I reckon, just thinking about it while I've been on the phone, it probably would be about 70 to 80 billion pounds.
Okay,
that's right.
What is your question? If I can move you to that, because so many people have questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
The question is, I think if there's going to be a statue, it needs to be out of harm's way. In other words, it needs to be in an area where it can't be vandalised on a regular basis. We've seen that people are out celebrating. And I would say I think that's obscene. They've got, because of obviously, the relatives and the, involved. But
Okay.
I think it needs to be out of the way.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about that. Tony, thank you for that. Stay on the line. Let's talk a little bit about that. You've instructed a team or a member of your team or something to look for a suitable venue for a statue.
Yeah,
Why?
Because I think that it's right that she should be properly commemorated, and we will be looking for the right kind of place to put it. I think people say put it on the fourth plinth. I think we've been around that a lot. I think actually there are better sites than that. I think
where,
Mr. Mayor? I think we should look at Parliament Square. There are other places in the heart of the capital that would do very well. And as for the public expense, which Tony mentions for us, actually, I cannot believe that we cannot get a statue of Margaret Thatcher done by public subscription or by donation in one form or another. Don't forget.
So you wouldn't want.
Do you remember we had the Keith Park statue? There was a great campaign for that.
Yes.
We temporarily put him up on the fourth plinth and all the rest of it. But there he's in Waterloo Place now, and a good location.
So it shouldn't be publicly funded, Mr. Mayor.
I'm not saying that it shouldn't be, but I just don't think it will be necessary.
Quite a divisive figure.